Let's enjoy English school. Hi, everyone. I'm Chris Gorski.
And I'm Minnie.
And today is May 10th, not March 10th. We're on day 2 of Behind the Mask, and I have to tell you about my clothes today. March 10th is called Mario Day. March is M-A-R. And then 10th is 10. 这个10看起来像 I 还有 O Mario, right? 今天是5月10号 and that was 2 months ago, 2个月前 so 我穿错了衣服 but I'm going to wear it for right now.
Yeah.
We're on Behind the Mask, day 2, and yeah, there we go.
Behind the Mask. In Mexico, masks are a vital part of Day of the Dead celebrations. On this day, reserved for remembering and honoring those who passed away, people wear skull masks. While they might look horrifying, these creations are part of a fun tradition. They are a way to show that death is just a natural part of life and isn't something to be feared or avoided. In several West African countries, there is Festima, a festival perfect for any mask lover. During Festima, in places like Senegal, Burkina Faso, and the Ivory Coast, people put on masks made of wood, straw, leaves, and fabric. They are made to look like animals or even the spirits of one's ancestors. Locals believe that by putting these masks on, they take on the qualities of the person or animal the mask resembles. Finally, in Austria, Christmas becomes a bit creepy with Krampusnacht masks. Krampus is the anti-Santa Claus who punishes kids that misbehave. In early December, some put on Krampus masks along with goatskin or sheepskin suits in order to appear as the horned demon figure. Throughout history and in modern times, masks have served many purposes from the practical to the fanciful. So remember, when you put your mask on, you are part of a long, proud tradition. Masks have been with us for thousands of years and will surely be here for thousands more.
All right, friends, welcome to our story here, and let's take a look at our first paragraph. In Mexico, masks are a vital part of Day of the Dead celebrations.
那在墨西哥呢，面具在亡灵节的这个庆典中扮演着不可或缺的角色。
Oh man, get your highlighter out, get your red pen, and underline vital, V-I-T. V-I-T is Latin for 生命, it means life.
所以 VIT 这个字首呢是拉丁文的 L-I-F-E, life 生命的意思。
And you know this because of the word vitamin.
Vitamin 维他命。
Next, we have on this day reserved for remembering and honoring those who passed away. People wear skull masks.
那在这个纪念和荣耀过世的人逝者的这个日子呢，人们会戴上骷髅头的那种面具。
They're super cool looking. These are cool looking masks. While they might look horrifying or scary, these creations are part of a fun tradition.
那虽然呢，这个骷髅头的面具他们看起来会有一点吓人，但这些创作是一项有趣传统的一个部分。
Now, you know this word horrifying because you probably know the word horror movies.
Horror movie 恐怖电影。
Yeah. Do you like horror movies?
No.
No, me neither. For our last sentence, we have passed away. Passed away just means someone died. And it's a lot more polite because when your family member dies, it feels really painful. If your pet dies, it feels really bad. So, like, someone's like, hey, your pet is dead. It feels really harsh. It feels terrible.
Very rude.
Yeah, it feels really bad. So we need this soft word. And we have this in Chinese too, because we could say like 死掉, or we could say 过世. That's exactly right. And that's what passed away is. This is a very useful phrase if you're going to talk with foreigners. Make sure you know this one.
所以 pass away 它是一个比较委婉、比较婉转、比较有礼貌说人家过世的用法。
This is a really useful word. Very important when you need it. Next, 。
Next,
， Next, ， we have on this day reserved for remembering and honoring those who passed away. People wear skull masks. 那在这个纪念和荣耀过世的人逝者的这个日子呢，人们会戴上骷髅头的面具。 They are a way to show that death is just a natural part of life and isn't something to be feared or avoided.
那这些面具呢，是要表现说死亡不过是生命自然的一环，而你不需要去畏惧或者是敬而远之的这一种方式。
哇，这个 I love this paragraph. So in this paragraph we have reserved, passed away, and avoided. That's right. We have the 3 ed sounds. 我们一定要复习。
Yeah.
So let's remember ed 就是规则 verbs. These are really common in English, and 它有3个发音 d, t, and id. If you want to have very accurate English, don't say like 有一点 d, 有一点 t. 你这样清楚. It's really easy.
Yeah, 所以这边我们要讲到 ed 它是在英文里面动词过去式很常看到的字，有3个读音，有 d 的声音，有 t 的声音，还有 id 的声音，这3个要分清楚，你的英文听起来就会更自然。
That's right. Don't use this 一般的 t. So how do you know? It's really easy. So 如果 ed 前面的那个字母还是那个的音节，你的喉咙震动 then ed 会发 d. 为什么？ Because d 也会震动。如果你 ed 前面是轻音了 就是这个发音，那你的 ed 发 t because t 也是无发音的 t 不是 t Iger is wrong, it's t Iger. 然后最后一个 ed 前面结尾一个 t 还是 d 的字母，你的 ed 发 id， 那为什么 t 还有 d？ 哦，对嘛，因为另外一个发音就是 t 还是 d， 对不对？ So 如果那个 ed 前就是 t 或 d， 那个发音就发 id. So we have avoided.
Avoided.
That's right. Start, started, end, ended. Practice those accurately. Okay. With that, let's take a short break. And when we come back, we're going to ask you about the masks you told us about yesterday. All right, welcome back to Enjoy English School. Yesterday we asked you, what do you think are some of the most famous masks in history? And we said we're going to save ours for today. So I picked 5, you picked 1, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so for me, number 5, Phantom of the Opera mask. Like, think how famous that is in Taiwan. That mask, just half of his face, very iconic. Everybody knows it.
歌剧魅影的那个面罩是非常非常有名的。
Number 4 for me, I said the Jason mask from Friday the 13th. That was a famous horror movie. And I think even today you see that old hockey mask and it's like, ugh.
Yeah, 老师说的是那个就是13号星期五的那个 Jason mask， 它是算卡通吗？
No, it's a horror movie. It was just this...
恐怖电影。
He's a crazy killer and he wore this scary mask and he'll just kill you. For me, number 3, the most famous mask is like Batman and like superhero masks.
对，所以所有的像是蝙蝠侠或者是一些超级英雄，他们都会戴一个面罩。
Number 2, Darth Vader from Star Wars. Darth Vader. He is the beautiful black face of power, but inside he's a scared little white man.
这个中文我不知道怎么翻译诶。
这是黑丝那个星际大战的那个黑色那个面具啊，忘记了。
对，那个中文。
Anthony knows.
黑武士。
黑武士. There we go. We remember now.
明知音说黑武士。嘿。
Now, before I say my number 1, we should share yours.
Mine is the veil， 就是我们的那个，虽然说是面罩 mask 但是我会想到就是女生结婚的时候我们会戴的那个面纱。
A veil is V-E-I-L. That's right. And veil also means to hide. That's what it means. For me, the number 1 mask, Superman's face. Now, this sounds weird, right? Because Superman doesn't wear a mask. Yes, he does. Superman, don't forget, he is an alien. He comes from outer space. Superman is like God. But when he wants to hide, he puts on a regular pair of glasses. And everyone feels that's so stupid, right? Like, 你戴眼镜现在没有人知道吗? Remember, Superman is almost God. He thinks we are stupid because he puts on a pair of glasses and nobody knows who he is. Superman is so smart and so good, he can do just a little bit. And nobody knows who this incredible man is.
所以超人的面罩就是那一副眼镜。那像最近那个 Cruella 库伊拉
I don't know who that is.
那个101忠狗的 villain 角色
Oh, really?
但是 Disney 翻拍的真人
Oh,
版
that's
本
Cruella.
Yeah,
Right.
它也是有一个像眼镜面罩的东西
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Well, that's another good one.
See?
So what do you think of our picks? What do you think of yours? Let's get right into our story here. In several West African countries, there's Festema, a festival perfect for any mask lover.
那在一些西非的国家存在着所谓的面具节，那一个面具爱好者的一个完美节日。
During Festema, in places like Senegal, Burkina Faso, and the Ivory Coast, people put on masks made of wood, straw, leaves, and fabric.
那在面具节的时候，塞内加尔、布吉纳法索和象牙海岸等国家的人们呢，他们会戴上由木头啊、稻草啊、树叶或者是塑胶制成的面具。
Yeah, we can also say cloth, C-L-O-T-H. We say E-S, that's clothes. This is cloth.
布料。
They are made to look like animals or even the spirits or ghosts of one's ancestors.
那面具呢，他们会被制作的跟动物啊，甚至是祖先的神灵相似。
So an ancestor is two Latin words that means to go before. A-N means before, and cest means go. So we use the word spirits here. And remember, I said spirits means ghosts. But just like the word passed away, we want to be careful here. If you talk about your family's ghost, it feels like ooga booga, like scary horror movie. You see ghosts in horror movies, and you see spirits like in movies about like heaven.
所以 ghost 可能会是鬼片出现， 很
That's
恐怖
a
的
ghost.
那种形象。
That's right.
但如果我们讲 spirit 的话，感觉它就是比较正常一点，感觉是天堂会出现不可怕的形象。
That's right. Maybe you know the old comic book called Casper the Friendly Ghost.
Oh.
That's right. They emphasize he's a friendly ghost because ghosts are monsters.
Friendly ghost.
He's a friendly ghost.
Yeah.
Are you afraid of ghosts?
No, I'm not.
Super afraid of ghosts. Ghosts scare me, man. No, thank you.
太好了。
Yeah, no, thank you.
我们先打电话叫一个来。
Yeah. Let's continue here. Locals believe that by putting these masks on, they take on the qualities of the person or animal the mask resembles.
所以这个 local 这边指的是当地人。当地人相信说，戴上这些面具之后，他们就继承了面具相似的人，或者是相似的动物的这种特质。
This is just like Halloween. We say this in a way that's like, oh, that's so strange or crazy or different. But think of Halloween. Don't you dress up like someone and act like that person for Halloween, right? Like I'm just like Mario, and I'm just running around jumping on people and
然后吃那个 mushroom，
eating mushrooms and spitting fire on everybody, right? So this is kind of something that everybody does. When I was a little boy, I loved wearing masks and pretending I was some animal or person. My mom didn't like me doing that, though. She'd say, take the mask off. But I like the mask. What's
I'll
wrong
be very
with the mask?
annoyed.
Really? But if I'm outside running around with a mask? Really? I always thought I was like, why won't my mom let me wear the mask? I don't know. Yeah?
I don't like mask.
Really? Why?
Because I think mask is covering who you really are. Because you instead of being who you are, you want to be someone else.
That's so funny. I wanted to actually talk about this. So this is a perfect place to take a break. And when we come back, we're going to talk about who you really are. Hey, welcome back to Enjoy English School. Let's talk about behind the mask. And before our last break, Minnie said that she wouldn't want her baby or her child to wear a mask because it hides who you really are. And I was thinking before this, there's one mask we don't talk about today at all. And that's the mask everybody wears when you go out. So think of the way you talk to your parents, and now think of the way you talk to your friends. Think of the way you talk to your teacher, or maybe the way your mom and dad will talk to their boss versus they talk to you. And we have a mask that everyone wears, and we put them on and we take them off. And that's a normal thing because we want to fit our situation. But some people, they never take their masks off, and that's probably a bad thing, right?
Yeah, I agree. 好，所以老师刚刚讲的是，我们其实在每个人都有不一样的面具。你在面对你父母的时候有个面具，你在面对你老板的时候有个面具，你面对你老师的时候可能有个面具。有些人他可能会换面具，但有些人他从来不会把那个面具拿下来。
That's right. I mean, I teach kids as little as 6 years old. And then I teach like adults, or I'll teach people that are 18, and I don't teach the same way. Sometimes on Mondays, I have a class that's very young kids. They're like second grade. And then the next kids are like Gozong and Gaozong. And they hear me outside, and they always laugh at me. They'll take pictures of me, and they think it's really funny because I'm walking around and singing and being silly. And then when they come to class, we just have like normal class,
talks,
right?
Yeah.
And they think it's so funny that I go from like a really tall little boy. Yeah. 没错. That's right. I wear a little kid's mask to help them feel more fun with English. And then when they're like 17 and they're drinking beer and smoking outside of my classroom, like I can't teach them the same, right?
对，所以我们面对可能族群不一样的时候，教学的对象不一样的时候，我们也会有不一样的面具。
没有错。Let's continue here. Finally, in Austria, 不是 Australia, Christmas becomes a bit creepy with Krampusnacht masks.
所以这边说 finally， 老师刚刚有讲哦，是在奥地利哦，不是Australia， 因为 Australia 是澳洲，我们这边是 Austria 是奥地利。这个坎普斯之夜的面具呢，为圣诞节带来了毛骨悚然的氛围。
Krampus is the anti-Santa Claus who punishes kids that misbehave.
那Krampus 这个人呢，他是一位反圣诞老人，会惩罚表现不乖巧的这些孩子。
Anti just means opposite. Boy, Krampus is so scary looking. If you don't know what Krampus looks like, he is a scary, scary looking person. In early December, some put on Krampus masks along with goat skin or sheepskin suits in order to appear as the horned demon figure because like they want to make children scared.
Oh my God.
Terrible people.
真的，所以在12月初的时候，有些人会戴上 Krampus 的面具，然后穿上山羊或者是绵羊的这种皮外套，然后再以这种长脚的恶魔的形象来示人。
He looks like the devil. That's right. I mean, we kind of do this in America. We'll say, if you're naughty, Santa will bring you coal. He won't bring you presents, Tan.
哦，对，
Right.
黑炭。
That's right. And it's kind of the same idea, but you don't try to think like Santa will come to your house and steal you away. Krampus can do a lot of really bad things.
我们有如果小朋友不睡觉，然后就会有那种老婆婆会把你带走的。
Oh, yeah. Very similar idea.
Yeah.
Why do we do this to children?
I don't know. Traumatized.
Oh, my goodness. Let's continue here. Throughout history and in modern times, masks have served many purposes from the practical to the fanciful.
所以纵观历史到现代哦，面具其实从实用到非常的花俏，展现了很多不同样的用途。
Fanciful here just means dreamy. D-R-E-A-M-Y, dreamy.
Dreamy.
So remember, when you put your mask on, you are part of a long, proud tradition.
因此呢，当你戴上口罩的时候，你要记得，你仍然是这个悠长而且骄傲的传统的一个部分。
Masks have been with us for thousands of years and will surely be here for thousands more.
That sounds scary.
Really?
I mean, if you translate mask into like 口罩，不是面具的话
Yeah, that does sound bad.
Yeah, 因为这一句话意思，他说面具呢已经陪伴我们数千年，而且肯定还会持续存在几千年的。你想哦，如果我们要再戴几千年的口罩 ，Oh my God, give me a break.
I will say students are really good here about wearing their masks. Like if a student has their mask down,
But do you know
understand. Why?
Because I talk with my students and the students say, 我觉得戴口罩超好的啊，反正我做什么老师也看不到，我可以偷吃东西，然后老师也不知道我在干嘛。
Yeah, that is
They
true.
think the mask is a kind of cover, just like I said, cover who you are.
I had a student, he would whistle in class, and there was like a lot of people, and I could not tell who it was. And so the only way I got him to stop was just basically by laughing, because I did really think it was funny. Like, here's this student that just wants to make me crazy. He was one of my older students. And he used to whistle a song I used to play in class when he was young. It's called Pokemon Go Boy. And it's this really goofy kid song. And he would just whistle it in class. And it would make us laugh really hard, but I could not figure out who it was. And so those masks, I agree, they're the tool of the devil.
Yeah, 没错。所以口罩到底对我们来讲是保护作用，但是会不会对我们自信造成影响？你们觉得呢？
保护我们的顽皮的学生。
呀，保护顽皮的学生。
All right, let's get ready for our vocab review. All right, friends, it's time for our vocab review, and let's look at our first word here. Number 1 is vital.
Vital 就代表说不可或缺的，非常重要的 vital.
And that VI or VIT means 生命. That's right. Number 2, we have to pass away.
Pass away 呢是过世的意思，它是就像 die 死亡，但是是比较委婉、比较有礼貌的用法。
Study this word. This is a good one to know. Number 3, horrifying.
Horrifying 就代表说看起来很吓人的、很恐怖的，我们就会说 horrifying.
Horrible, horror, that's H-O-R-R-O-R, horror as the adjective. Next, we have number 4, an uncountable noun, straw.
不可数名词 straw，其实我们有学过 straw 这个字是吸管，但是我们在这边用的是稻草的意思。
And this is uncountable. Straw here is uncountable.
稻草不可数。
Next is an ancestor.
Ancestor 就是我们的祖先。
And of course in Latin that just means go before you because they're already here. Next we have number 6, creepy.
Creepy, someone is very creepy.
Someone is creepy, yeah. If there's like a weird old man wearing a Mario jacket.
毛骨悚然或很奇怪奇异的，我们就可以用 creepy。
奇怪的人 You're so creepy. Yeah, that's a good word to know.
Creepy 跟 Chris 好像也有那个
Creepy Chris. Wow.
哎
Hey. Number 7, to misbehave.
Misbehave, behave 的话，我们把 miss 拿掉 behave 是代表说你很乖，那 misbehave 就代表说不乖的。
比较口语 we'll just say be bad.
Be bad.
And number 8, practical.
Practical 就代表说是非常务实的、非常实用的。
Useful. That's right. It's a useful thing. 小心，如果你说 useful 要说not and it's practical.
我们也可以说 realistic.
Realistic, sure. Practical, realistic, useful. Those are really good adjectives. And that is all the time we have for today. For Enjoy English School, I'm Chris Gorski.
I'm Minnie.
We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.